Hey y'all, so I know it's been a little while since I've been on here. My kids are out of school for spring break and just life. I'm sure y'all understand life. I do have a lot of finished objects. I'm going to show y'all February's and then March's. I'm sure I probably have maybe one finished object finished after this video for March, considering today is the 22nd. But it won't be that many, maybe one, if that. If that. I'll be surprised. So I'm going to show you all the finished objects for February 1st. I'm going to go through them pretty quick because there's a lot. This one is the first one, and it's a smock dress by Tiny Design on Etsy. It was a super simple dress. I did not completely finish it. It still needs a button, needs to be ironed. I accidentally made it too small for my little girl. I mean, you can still see my basting stitches through here. I haven't ironed it. I'm going to just put it up and wait until somebody I know has a little girl and just give them this pretty little dress. And I have no idea what fabric this is. It's probably something from Walmart. It was given to me, or somebody's scrap, leftovers, whatever. But it's a super simple dress. I love the pattern. So that was the first one. It was a fail, but it's not a total fail. Then the second one is the same dress in the right size for my little girl. I don't know how I managed to do that. I don't know. But this is also just some material. I have no idea what it is. It's probably just some cotton from Walmart. And it's the same pattern. It's the smock dress by Tiny Design, which is on Etsy. You see, this one is finished. It has a button. My little girl has been wearing it. She loves it. So there's that. That's my second one. My third one is the Pocket Henley. It's a kid's top, and it's by Ellie and Mac. It's also a sewn pattern. Now you can tell I messed up the buttonholes. I'm new to buttonholes. He don't care. I did add the Mario to his pocket because he loves Mario, and this is for his birthday. So he's been wearing it a lot. He loves it. I'm not sure what this material is either. It came in a subscription box I got years ago. I've just been trying to use up some material lately. So there's that. It was super simple, super easy, except for the buttonholes, because I struggle with buttonholes for whatever reason. If you're a pro at buttonholes, you have no problem with that. The next one is also a sewing pattern, and this one is the Everyday Elegance top. I'm not sure. This came in an Indie Stitch box. I think it was from Pattern Emporium. I'm not 100% positive, but you can find it on Etsy. Just Google or search Everyday Elegance top, and it'll pop up. And it's also a dress pattern. I just did the top. You can see it's got little details. It's got like little ruche gathering at the top of the sleeves. This one I'm saying is finished, even though I have not added the buttons. I haven't added the buttons yet. I had no need to add the buttons yet. I haven't needed it to wear it anywhere at the moment. But there it is. And I'm not sure what the fabric is either. It was also the fabric that was in the box with the Indie Stitch. And it said what it was. I just don't remember off the top of my head. And I threw it away. I threw away the label. I don't know why I did that. But I did that. But that is my fourth finished object for February. Then my fifth one, well, it's a knitting pattern. I'm just going to go through all the sewing patterns first, because there's only one left with sewing patterns. And this one is the Edgy Top, and it's by George and Ginger Patterns. And I'm not sure what material this is. It was something that was given to me too. It's like a velvety, and it is just a simple one sleeve top. And it is super cute. I use this material because it's on my hat and it's stretchy. You just need it like a jersey or a stretchy material. Is all it called for, really. And it was super simple. I love it. And I found the pattern on Etsy. So it's the Edgy Top by George and Ginger. It was super simple. I had it done within like maybe 2 hours, and it was completely done. That simple. Okay, and then we'll move on to, yeah, that's all the sewing patterns. I had a thing for February, was just sewing. I did not do that in March, I promise. Okay, the next one is actually my design. It's my new design I just came out with. I kind of hinted around I had a new design coming out on the last podcast. And this is it. It is called the Ridges Socks. It's RIDGES, Ridges Socks. It is on Ravelry. And you see it's just got a main color and contrast color, which this is a great pattern if you have just like a little bit of scraps left. You can do them, the stripes in different colors. Super simple. It's got a slip stitch heel flap and gusset. And I used, the main color is Gypsy Soul Fibers. Here's her tag. And it's the color Take a Hike. Now, I'm not sure if she still has these. I bought these a couple years ago. And I finally decided to use it. So, I don't know if she still has it in stock. But I'm sure, but all of her yarn is really pretty. So, I'm sure she probably has something at least similar to it. And then the contrast color is her color. Also, Gypsy Soul Fibers. And Robin's Egg. But these are now available on Ravelry. They're super simple. So many different options with the stripes. You can do multiple colors, solid colors. You can do one self-striping color. Like, you can do all kinds of different things with this. But I love these. I loved how they turned out. But they're available on Ravelry now. So there's that. And then the next one is, I have a list of what all I made this month because I have to keep track. Or last month. This is February. The 8th project is it says the Lush washcloth, which is a free pattern, I believe, from Hobbii. This is what it looks like. And I just use random scraps of peaches and cream yarn to make it. It's for me. It doesn't matter. It can be mismatched. I'm just going to clean it with it anyway. It does not matter. And I did put the hangy hook because I like the hangy hook. Okay, where I like those now. I don't like just having them just thrown in a drawer. Sometimes I hang them up. I don't know. I'm getting old maybe. I don't know. My grandma used to do that. Anyway, I use that, and I use 58 grams of just random peaches and cream. So there's that one. And I did use the hook, I believe. Recommended. I didn't pay attention to the gauge. I didn't care. Yeah, 4 millimeters. So I just used a 4 millimeter hook for it. That's a 5. Wrong one. This one, I just used a Prim 4 millimeter hook for it. And that is a finished project. And then my next finished project for February is the, oh, I forgot one. But it's the Turn On Itself pot holder. It was super simple. Oops. It has a hangy thangy. I don't know what they're really called, but I call them hangy thangies. These are like hanging loops, something. But I used, it says peaches and cream, but it really don't feel like a peaches and cream. But I know it's 100% cotton yarn. And I used 61 grams on this one. And this is also a free pattern. I thought I had it sitting here. But you can just search Turn On Itself pot holder, crochet free pattern, whatever, and it'll pull up. Super simple. I think it's also called the Miracle pot holder. There it is. It fell. But this is what it looks like when you pull it up. It's super simple. And I am making some more of these because they're simple. I figured they're good Christmas gifts. Might as well get started now. So there's that. That is number 8. Number 9. Oh, and I used 58 grams for this one, which you can make them different sizes. It tells you how to make them different sizes. It's very simple. But yeah, I made this with 58 grams of yarn. And this one is a free pattern from Lion Brand. It is their Sandy Shore washcloth set, which all of these, you can't tell in the picture that great, but all of these are all different patterns. So it's free. It's 4 different patterns in one, basically. And I just did the basic double crochet washcloth. And the pink color is a Mainstays cotton from Walmart. and then the cream is Sugars and Cream. And it was just the simple, I put the hangy thingy on it too. Simple washcloth. And I use 32 grams of yarn on this one. So, okay, so that is all of my finished objects for February. I am tracking my yarn usage. So in February, I used up 219 grams of yarn. It's a lot. So I used up 200 in January, 219 in February. So we'll have to see if I do about the same. Oh no, I have it topped off for March. March, I'm up in the thousands. Okay, but so far 200 grams in January, 219 grams used in February. So now on to March. So I do have several finished objects for March too. The first one is the Sunday dress by Petite Knits. My little girl has been wearing it. She loves it. I used Ice Yarns Baby Summer, which is 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, and it's a number 2 weight yarn, so you can see it. And I used 304 grams. Now, I did not do all of the increases. I stopped about halfway because my little girl is really skinny, and I didn't want it to swallow her, basically. So I stopped halfway with increases, and I just knit until it was about her knees, and then I finished it off. But it does have the fold over edges. It does have elastic in the top, and it has a fold over bottom too, which I have never actually really did the fold over hem like that. It makes it look so much neater. I'm gonna start doing that more. But she loves it. She wears it all the time. It was a super simple, and this was actually a long sleeve, but we live in Mississippi. It stays hot here most of the time, except for like in the winter, like December, January. January is usually our coldest month. So I did not want her to only wear it for like just winter time. So I made it short sleeve, so on her it comes about to here. She wanted the long sleeve, and I compromised. We'll do halfway. Whatever works, right? So she loves it. She wears it very much. So there's that one. And I love the pattern. It was super easy to follow. And that is the first pattern I did from Petite Knits. So that was new for me. The second pattern, finished object I've done, is this one. This is the Tulip Sweater. It is by Melody Hoffman. I do have a yarn snag though. Anyway, this is by Melody Hoffman. It was a super simple pattern as well. I did do the cropped length, and I made it out of palette from Knit Picks. This is what was left over, and this is what it looks like. It's a palette fingering, and it is in the color, don't know. Oh, Rainforest Heather. There it is. To focus on it. This is Rainforest Heather, and I used 2 strands held double. I love it. I love the little scallop edging. It was super simple. Now I did do the crop version with long sleeves, and I used 350 grams of palette. Now I am going to make this pattern again. I did really love it. But I'm going to make it as a short sleeve and use it as like maybe a summer yarn, like a cotton linen maybe. I haven't quite decided. And I'm going to make it as a tee. And I'm still going to do like the hem and everything on it. I think it's really beautiful. That's a really beautiful pattern. I loved it. So that was my second finished object for March. Now my third finished object, I cannot find it. But it is a Sweetheart Shrug, and it's a free pattern by Hobbii. It's super cute. I made it to go over the little smock dress, sewing dress that I made for my little girl. I can't find it. She's got it in her room somewhere. I don't know. But it's super cute, and if I remember, I'll try to put a picture up here. And on that one, I just used a gray I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby, and I used 234 grams for it. But it's also a free pattern, so I'll see if I can remember to insert a picture. If not, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. And then my fourth finished object, which I am super proud of, is also a free pattern, and it's the Rainbow Ripple Baby Blanket. It's by Celeste Young, I believe. Yep, Celeste Young. And I'm pretty positive it was free. It is big. I did not check gauge. I didn't do any of that. I didn't care. I was just using up some of this yarn. This is what it looks like. It's really big. It's really pretty. I'm going to put it up for my little girl. I don't know if I'm going to put it for Christmas. I don't know yet. But this is what it looks like. And I used the Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday Bulky. And the colors are Aqua. I used 3 skeins of that. And I literally just started one color, used up all the yarn in that color until I ran out. Then just started wherever the next color started. Didn't matter, like, I didn't matter. I'll get it right in a minute. I didn't care where it ended. I just ended it wherever it ended. But this is Aqua. This one is Lavender. This one is Magenta. And this one is Coral. And I had 3 balls of all 3 of them, or all 4 of them. So I used 12 balls of yarn on this blanket. And it turned out to be a really good size boat blanket. She doesn't know I have it. She's at school right now, so she does not know this is here. So I don't want her to see it because she'll want it. Okay, and the next finished object is another pot holder. This is a turn on itself one again. Now this one I made smaller, not intentionally, but I did. It doesn't matter. But that's that. And then, okay, the rainbow blanket, I used 1,200 grams. This one, I used 40 grams of sugars and cream. So it is quite a bit smaller than my first one, which is fine. I just have a lot of this yarn. I don't know what colorway this is. It was just I've had for a very long time. I just know it's sugars and cream, and you can get it at Walmart. And then I had 2 more finished objects. It is the Velvet Twist Crochet Headband. And it's a free pattern by Yarn Inspirations. That's what it looks like. Now, I did not use velvet yarn. I used just some yarn that I had. I don't even know what it is. It's just that was left at my grandma's, and I wasn't going to put it in the next project I'm going to show you. Super cute, super simple. This one is the adult size, and it used 65 grams. It's really cute. Not on me. Not on me, but it is really cute. So I've got that one done, and then I've also did the child size. And this one. And this one used 45 grams. So those are, oh, and I used a 4mm hook. So that is all of my finished objects for this month of March. I used up a lot of yarn. I do not have my calculator, but let's see. We do a roundabout. 3, 6, 7, 8. I used over 2,000 grams of yarn in March so far. Now, when I do the end of the month tally for March, then I'll let you know. So, next is my works in progress. What do I have? Well, I do know I am working on some more of the pot holders and washcloths. I am doing that. I do have a secret sock pattern, if you can guess what it's going to be. Secret sock pattern I am working on. That, I'm not sure when I'll have that one done, because I'm not really wanting to work on socks that much right now. I'm wanting to make more like summer tops and dresses and stuff. So that's been pushed a little bit at the wayside, but it will get done. Maybe within the next month or 2. I'll keep y'all updated on it, of course. And then I am still working on my slip extravaganza. Not slip extravaganza. Which one is this one? This one is last year's mystery shawl from Stephen West. You see, I'm almost done with this side. I haven't even done the other side. I'm way behind. It's turned out so pretty though. I need to work on that. So I've got it pulled out. And it's sitting on my kitchen table because I need to work on it. So that's one I need to work on. And then I have been working on a blanket out of my grandma's yarn. My little boy, in case you didn't know, my grandma passed away a couple of years ago from COVID. And she was the only other person that did yarn related crafts. She did plastic canvas, she knit a little, and she crocheted. She's the only one in my family that did. So when she passed away, they gave me all of her yarn. So I literally just caked up a whole bunch of it into like a magic knot ball. And I'm using 2 strands together, and I'm making the rainbow ripple baby blanket out of it. I did have it started as another blanket, and I was getting aggravated with it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it this way. They're not going to care what it looks like. My little boy already loves it. He likes this. I don't know. He likes it, so he don't care. So that's what I'm working on the most lately. It's kind of like my sit down, don't have to think pattern. And then this one is my last one I have going at the moment. And it is the Vanilla is the New Black by N.A. And she is on Ravelry. Now I saw Nitty Natty. She was working on this pattern, and I thought the heel was different, so I was going to try it for my stepdad. So my stepdad has bigger legs, bigger, like, instep is bigger. So I was like, that'd be perfect to try for him. So I've already gotten past the heel, which at first it was kind of tricky, and then I was like, wait a minute, this is super simple. So the heel is very, very simple. Now this sock is for me because I wanted to test it and see how I was going to do for him. But I've tried it on and it fits really good. It has like a little extra space here because you do not decrease. You do not decrease here at all. You just add the stitches. So if you have a wider like top of your foot, this sock may be actually really good for you. And then you start decreasing when you go in and do the heel turn basically down here. But it's super simple. Let's see. You can see where the increases are right down through the middle. So I am working on the actual foot part. So this is a non-thinking pattern at the moment. I'm really liking it so far. And I am using Hobie's Halloween sock wool. And this is color number 2. I'm sure they still have some of this, but it is from the Halloween edition. So there's that one. That is my last work in progress. Now I am about to start another pattern. I finally jumped on the bandwagon and I bought Ranunculus. I am going to make it out of some ice yarns. I'm not sure what it is, but it's a cell yarn. And it says it's 90% acrylic and 10% polyamide, but this is what it looks like. Now, I am going to hold 2 strands of this together and make it, so wish me luck. I've seen nothing but good about this project, or this pattern. Now, I did see where somebody was very confused on it, and I'm going to be like that particular person. I'm not going to name who she is. But she got it, and she actually liked it. She finally figured it out. She said she was overthinking. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing on this one. But this one, I'm excited to do. I know I've started at the end of the Ranunculus phase. But I have a whole bunch of this yarn. I don't really know what to do with it. And I was like, this would be perfect. We're just going to use it for this. So I've already did my gauge swatch, everything. So everything, my needles and everything's in here. I just got to cast it on. So that will be done at some point too. I'm going to probably work on this one more today and tomorrow. See if I can at least get somewhat finished. And then I might start this one. So that's what the plans are right now. But I am wanting to do more like the summer tops and stuff like that coming into summer, because I know it's springtime here, the flowers are blooming, It's starting to be in like 70s, and it's really nice, and I just don't want to work on sweaters. I'm sure y'all understand. I'm going to try to be back probably in 2 weeks, the beginning of April. We'll see how that goes. But until then, bye y'all.